Chess is more than a game. It's strategy, it's intelligence, it's friendship. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my channel. The game has just begun.
Hi chess friends, today I'm here on Lichess. I want to reach 2000. I played with the white pieces. My opponent has same elo, okay. Yes, I open with e4. Okay, now d3. And now I try to push. Oh, he play knight fg. He want to take my bishop. Okay, come back. I come back. And now h3, and I prepare to castle. Perfect. Oh, b4, b5, really offensive. Now I play rook here. Yeah. Okay, now I want to push b4. Okay, nice. I want to capture and maybe bishop a5. Yeah, I can play this move. Bishop a5, I pin this knight. And now I want to push my a pawn to... Okay, now I can attack this rook, maybe, with knight here, but he can play simply rook e6. So maybe... No. I can simply push. And now if you play b4, I want to push c3 to take this pawn. Yeah. And now my rook put pressure on this knight and on this bishop. So double pin for this knight, because my bishop can capture his queen, and if he captures the c pawn, there is another pin of this bishop. Okay, she defends the bishop. Good move. But now I can take a pawn. He take a pawn. And now what I could play, like, I think this is good. b5. Now I capture, and now I want to attack this knight. Absolutely. Okay, he attacked my rook. And now what can I do? Like rook here. Yeah, rook b1. Queen d1 is coming, so I'm threatening queen b1 to trap this knight. Okay. I think this is a good move, because now he can play knight c5, but I can play this now. Knight b4, I attack this rook and I attack this light square bishop. Okay. Knight here? No, I don't like, because What can I play? I can capture. Yeah. I will gain a time after queen d1 to attack this knight, because now my pawn is so weak. Okay. I think capture. And now I move my queen. And I attack his knight. Yeah. Queen d1. He can't play knight here, knight c3, because I will play queen c2. Yeah. Queen c2 is a good move. And now he can't move his knight. He can capture my pawn. Yeah. So this is a problem. But now I could play something like this, knight to d2, and I attack both pieces. So queen and rook. I can gain something, maybe. Okay, check. I have to move my king. Oh, he wants to trade the queen. Knight here, and then now he can move the rook. Okay. Now I attack this knight. In this way. He can move his knight because I will play rook capture for e5. Oh, my bishop. I haven't seen it. Okay, now something like knight here. I have only 8 seconds on the clock, so I have to move fast. And I'm down a pawn, so not easy. To put pressure on the e pawn. I want to double up here. I have to move my knight. Yeah, now and I'm 2 pawns, so I think is a losing endgame. Yeah. I can't do nothing, I think. Oh, I blunder. Completely blunder. Because he can play rook d5. Okay, no. Another game. He played better. Okay, this time I played with black. My opponent has a yellow of 1851. Oh, he's not playing. Okay, rematch. Okay. 2000 this time. I played with against 2000. Knight f3, I push. Okay, I put pressure on the f7 pawn. I will come back. I come back. Yeah. Now I castle. I want to play something like queen d. Oh, in this way he attack my f pawn, my knight, and I'm not able to defend it. So I have to do something like I could play something like this because I want to bring my rook here on the g file because he will capture, and now I have to bring my rook here. Yeah. Okay, and now rook here. He has done the same. Interesting. He want to do the same, but now I have rook. Rook g3. I would like to sacrifice my bishop against the h pawn and then rook h2 to put pressure here, but he can defend. Maybe. So maybe I have to come back, and I will prepare. Okay, I will prepare rook here, and only then I will sacrifice. Okay, I want to move this, to make move this state, and now I open this strong diagonal. Okay, so bad for me this move, but I think I can play f4. Yeah, nice. Now I want to play rook h3 to attack this pawn, and I want to capture after. I want to capture here. Okay. Now my pawn here is so bad because my bishop is blocked, completely blocked. And now maybe I play queen here. Yeah. I have two choice: capture this pawn or trying aggressive rook g1. I try this rook g1. Oh, what happened? Okay, and now I think I can't sack my rook here because he can play bishop g7 to defend the pawn. Rook capture for h6, pawn capture for h6, queen h5, but he can play this move, queen g7. So yeah, queen h5, and I'm threatening to sack my queen here. Queen for h6, pawn for h6, and this will be checkmate. But he can defend with move like queen. If he moves the queen, he will defend. So yeah, queen d7 is a good move, absolutely good move. And now what can I do here? I can't do nothing. I think I try rook g6. Okay, now I take. No, I lose my rook. Oh, I lost. Oh no, I have this discovered check. Rook h6. Okay, now I come back, I save the game. But I have only 3 seconds on the clock, so... He saved. What an incredible way to save. Oh, I lost for time. I thought a lot of time, 2 times. Yes, here I was thinking something like rook for h6, but after pawn for h6, he can defend from this checkmate. Okay, he can play something like this, and if I play this, he can defend with the queen or auto block with the rook. So not a good move. Queen here was so good, but he simply plays the best move, queen d7, because if he play a normal move like this, I can sack my queen and he can capture because there is checkmate in 1. So I think he has mistake only one move. Like when I play rook g6, good move. This move, king g8 was bad. He should have played something like rook s7. And here I know that I was in advantage, but I play so bad. And the right move here is something like this, because if you play rook here, I can sack the rook with check, but I wasn't able to see it. I didn't see that I could sack my rook for the bishop. Okay, yeah, here was completely winning. I can do everything here. I can take the rook with check. So I miss a really beautiful combination here. And the best move is, oh, look at this, rook h6, continue to put pressure. Or if king come here, I can continue to play something like this. And the best move is this, but I continue to put pressure. Bishop sack, what a move to play queen here, and then I can take this rook. So really beautiful, really beautiful. I can do the same because he can block simply, but really beautiful position, really nice attack. I have done my best, but I miss a good move for time. And the blunder here, king g8, is a mistake, but okay. Another game I try. So now I play with black. I open with c5. Okay, simply e6. I want to take this pawn with the bishop. He want to probably play bishop. Yeah, this is typical. Knight f6. If I capture this pawn, the b pawn, he can push d4. This is a good idea. Okay, now I simply play b6 to take maybe with the pawn or with the bishop, I don't know, but I will play bishop b7. Okay, now I take with the bishop, I prefer. Oh, I mean, no, not a good move, because I allow d4, like I said, yeah, and he can play, so I have to come back. Bishop b7 to put pressure on the pawn, and now he push, obviously. Now what can I play? Maybe, yeah, knight here, knight e4, and now I capture the knight. Knight capture. he has to catch up with the queen, and now I can simply take this bishop, this knight, and pawn up. And now I think is a good position because I have the possibility to because his light square bishop can be closed with the g6, and this g5 can be closed with g6, and his dark square bishop is completely blocked by his pawn. So here I could play several moves like g6 or maybe queen g5 to attack this queen. I don't know, or knight c6. A lot of moves can be played here. Okay, I simply castle. Yeah, I think castle is a good move. And now I will play g6. Yeah, and he will push, but I have the control. Bishop a4 h4. I want to play knight here, knight c6, and knight b4. Really soon, knight c6, knight b4. Yeah, and now I can simply play knight here. Okay, you want to bring the queen, white queen here. If I play something like this, knight, he can bring the queen. Like he can play queen h6. So yeah, I have to be careful. I think this is a good move. Bishop g5, I attack his queen. And now I come back simply. Okay. Queen here. I play knight here. I want to attack this light square bishop. Oh. Okay, now I take. I have to simplify because he is too strong. Now he has a bad pawn structure, but he has a nice attack. So I have to play because like f5 is coming, and I have to do something to prevent. Okay, now what can I play? Oh, because you want to push f5, because I want to be able to play bishop g5, so f5 is winning. But I think I can play like f5 is good. f5, and I will play queen c7 to threat. Okay, now we take, and now I can simply capture with the bishop. I think is good. Now I'm putting pressure on the d4 pawn. I can play rook f7 to defend the queen from queen h6, and I will play like queen c7. I have a nice development, I think, better than white. Okay, now we want to come here, but I simply capture with the f pawn. I will play something. This is not a good move, I think. He lost a pawn, and he has no checkmate. I will play something like queen e7, so bishop for d4. A lot of move for me. I'm threatening rook e8 to take this queen. Okay. And now, what can I play? Like, I continue with my plan, like queen c8 to play queen c3, check. We are in time trouble. Okay, I simply capture. He has done a nice sack, but I can resist. I have so many ways to resist from this checkmate. And now I'm completely okay. I'm threatening to capture this. Yeah. Okay, and now I can capture this rook. I'm in winning position. He has to come back, and he has done a bad sack. Okay, I won a game finally. Okay, another game I play with black pieces. e4, I play c5 again to control the d4 pushing. I continue to control. You want to push obviously, and I e5 to control this the d4 pawn. Bishop e7, knight here, d6. Okay, now I capture, knight for d4, and now I can play queen, bishop e6. Okay, now I prepare to castle. Yeah. Bishop g5. Okay. I want to block knight b5. You want to put pressure on my d pawn because it's weak, but I think I can defend because my bishop here defends my pawn, and I think it's okay. I want to play e5 to attack his queen. Okay, queen want to attack my pawn, my b pawn. Okay, queen c7. In this way he can play e5. Okay. b5. I have lost this pawn with check, I didn't see. Queen 46. Bad for me. Okay, now, yes, now I'm in trouble. Okay, he blunder because I can capture this knight and defend my bishop. I was lucky here because he blundered too, so yeah. Oh no, because now if I capture this bishop, he can capture with the rook. I didn't see it, and now I continue to beat down a pawn, and I have to do something. I think this is a good move. I have done a double attack, and it's winning because he can capture, because there is checkmate, and he has to lose something. He can't play rook f1 because I can simply capture the other rook. So I was so lucky, really, because if this rook wasn't be here, he could play something like rook f1 and defend from checkmate, because I can sack my queen for f1, because after king for f1, after rook c1, he can move the king here. I will show you king e2, but I attack other rook, so now it's winning. He can do nothing. There is no way to stop my double attack. Yeah, I risk a lot to lose this game. Now he's taking time, but I want to show you here. He captured my bishop, but I have this. And my queen is threatening queen 4e1. Okay, he saved. And now I can sack my rook, my queen here, but I can play queen g5, and I upper full rook. So he has 2 pawns, but I will continue to activate my pieces. I have not to blunder, but I think I can play. He want to capture my a pawn, so rook here is good, because I defend my a pawn. And yeah, I want to play something like queen with queen c5. I will defend my c rook, and I will threaten to capture here. So now it's good. Now he attack. Okay, I simply put pressure in this way with rook f6. I continue to put pressure here. Okay, now we move, but I think there is no way to do it, to do something. Queen e3, and now I attack his rook, so queen e2. Now I want to play something like rook g6 to put pressure on the g2 pawn, or rook h6 to put pressure on. Okay, now it's completely winning. Okay, maybe I can sack my rook here. Rook capture for f3, pawn capture for f3, queen capture for f3. He has to block after this check. Okay, I can do it. Check. Okay, I can simply capture this pawn. I have too much material to lose this game, obviously. I have to blunder a queen to lose this game. Okay, I play rook here, rook h6. I want to target the h2 pawn. Okay, now he is attacking my rook, but I can play simply this. Okay, no, I move my rook. Yeah. Oh, I have this queen here, and now I know, but I can sack my queen. I was expecting for e5, and this is checkmate. So yes, I saw this only a few seconds. Now I want to show you the combination. This is a blunder. Knight. I show you why it's a blunder, because after knight d5 I capture. Oh, it's not a blunder for a computer, because you can capture with the queen the knight, okay? But when he captures this with the rook, now I have this terrible combination. Like bishop capture, now queen is c1 is devastating move. I was lucky because he can do nothing to defend both rook. He could play something like this, but I can take this rook. I can sack here because after king 4 f1, rook c1 doesn't work. He can escape with the king, okay? But after this, I play queen 4 g5, and that was so easy. Oh, I had some sacrifices because rook c, but I didn't see. If he capture, this is checkmate. Can you see? I didn't see it, but I want to show you the last combination. Here I was expecting for like e5 because I can take this pawn. Obviously he's defended by the queen, but here he can capture my rook with checkmate. He has not to take my queen, he can simply checkmate me, but here I have the sack to the checkmate. Okay, so I hope this video enjoy you, and thank you very much for watching my video. I will try to increase my elo here, and remember to subscribe to my channel, and see you soon. Thank you really much, and bye. Thank you.